For a very limited time, join our giveaways and take the chances to win with us. Just check the description.
You probably won't have caught wind of iexec Rlc digital money, however this is perhaps of the most intriguing and important innovation that the crypto market has. The thought is to empower different PCs to utilize your PC's assets, which is primarily processing power, to perform innumerable computations. The one that rents out their assets gets compensated by the individuals who need it. This thought is the same old thing, as the circulated registering and equal figuring moved in the beginning of PCs. The thought was to empower an organization of PCs to perform calculations that could rival supercomputers. On the off chance that an organization of PCs can't straightforwardly contend with supercomputers, it's a good idea for the organization to cooperate and do similar computations. This is all accomplished at a generally lesser cost than building a supercomputer without any preparation. Be that as it may, enough about supercomputing. We should find out about thrilling iexec Rlc projects framed only a couple of years prior and are currently offering special and fundamental arrangements that can assist with building the eventual fate of PCs and decentralized applications before long. The ongoing business sector strength position of number 288 isn't a lot to make it alluring crypto. So we should investigate the iexec Rlc cost expectation and its verifiable cost examination, track down the most dependable value projections, and perceive how this computerized coin cost is doing. So how about we start? iexec Rlc Price Prediction 2022. As indicated by our iexec Rlc cost expectation, the base incentive for 2022 is anticipated to be 50 cents. The typical cost level is supposed to spin around 80 cents, while the iexec coin's most extreme value level might reach $1.05 according to our iexec Rlc estimate. iexec Rlc Price Prediction 2023. In light of our Rlc value figures and cost anticipation, the typical iexec Rlc cost is supposed to be $1.10. The base cost and most extreme cost level according to the iexec Rlc figures are assessed to be 90 cents and $1.40, separately. iexec Rlc Price Prediction 2024. The iexec Rlc estimate and specialized examination anticipate the typical cost to be around $1.30. In view of the iexec Rlc cost figure, the base cost and the greatest value level of $1 and $1.50, separately, are expected for the year 2024. iexec Rlc Price Prediction 2025. The iexec Rlc coin's cost is expected to fill in the year 2025 too. The iexec Rlc crypto is supposed to arrive at least cost of $1.30 for the year 2025 with a typical value level of $1.50 and a greatest cost of $1.70 according to the Rlc cost conjecture. iexec Rlc Price Prediction 2026. As indicated by our iexec Rlc cost expectation during the current year, the base cost is expected to be $1.50. A typical cost of $1.70 is normal for the iexec Rlc coin. For a similar period, the greatest cost is anticipated to be $1.90 according to the Rlc cost expectations. What is iexec Rlc? iexec Rlc is a main supplier of blockchain-based decentralized registering. The iexec Rlc decentralized commercial center interfaces asset suppliers with asset clients. This empowers anybody with the registering asset to adapt and lease processing powers to the people who need those assets, whether it be for convoluted computations or taking care of enormous informational collections. The CEO and fellow benefactor of the iexec Rlc project, GeoFedic, was a specialist in equal and dispersed frameworks and realizes how distributed computing functions. This information, joined with the digital currency market model, permitted the pioneer to track down a better approach for making an answer for an issue that has existed throughout recent decades. The iexec biological system incorporates four primary qualities it endeavors to convey. This is decentralization, development, establishing a practical climate, and opportunity to make, enhance, and add to making a superior world. By planning to give decentralized applications running on blockchain networks with registering power, the outline of iexec Rlc was most certainly gone to turn into a valuable device in the blockchain figuring space. Use cases of iexec Rlc. The utilization instances of the iexec network are very great. As a result of the idea of the iexec cloud stage, it has a few use cases and numerous ventures. In 2017, iexec Rlc tackled the trust issue in savvy urban areas by giving a foundation that can uphold machine-to-machine exchanges and independent administrations. In 2018, it made it simpler for anybody to convey their own decentralized oracle. This empowers engineers to utilize terabytes of information accessible on Web 2.0 to make a scope of helpful and effective dApps without compromising security. Around the same time, it made the iexec decentralized commercial center where anybody can acquire registering power. This was finished utilizing cutting-edge blockchain innovations that offered trust and discernibility. The venture has additionally presented the T innovation, otherwise called Trusted Execution Environment, and involved it in the Kaiko cost takes care of. The Birdie Blue is one more device that tracks the market feeling towards a crypto resource. The AI module utilizes AI and man-made brain power to perform opinion examination, utilizing the iexec decentralized cloud to follow Twitter remarks. In 2020, the iexec made the Web Sensors, the POCO convention, that ensures the off-chain execution of every calculation. This is exceptionally valuable with regards to making strong, adaptable dApps. iexec Rlc Technical Analysis. For the year 2021, the RLC value kept on mobilizing up in a brilliant improving style for the principal quarter. This upturn was great since it pulled back to the 50-day moving normal, showing that the market was intrigued regardless of the cost pulling back on events. This went on for a long time before a gigantic volume pushed the RLC cost essentially up to the degree of $12. Be that as it may, this was where the value neglected to support itself. From that point forward, the RLC has been exchanging the downwards force forcefully. By taking a gander at the accumulation, distribution pointer, we can see an inordinate loss of market revenue as the line downtrends. In the long stretch of July 2021, the RLC cost recuperated and contacted the 50-day moving normal, and it had kept up with its cost between the scopes of $3 and $6 for practically the whole 2021. However, the cost fell further in 2022, and the iexec Rlc cost today is at $0.7866, way underneath the 50-day moving normal worth of $1.45. This recommends that a